From new skills and in-game systems to crafting updates and the reveal of a brand new city, the latest Thursdoid from the Project Zomboid Developers is packed with thrilling news. Get ready for a deep dive as we cover every exciting detail in this video. You won't want to miss any of these game-changing updates that are sure to give you the chills. In Build 42, crafting stations won't have animations. They'll remain as fixed objects or sprites, which are 2D textures. For instance, if you're using a pottery wheel, the wheel itself won't spin. However, your character will display natural movements and animations while interacting with the crafting station. Each crafting station will come with its own crafting menu, featuring familiar crafting sound effects. Additionally, some crafting stations might have an on-off state, complete with lights and glowing effects, depending on the type of station. According to the team, these crafting stations will stay as 2D sprites until 3D models for furniture are potentially implemented in the future. In Build 42, 8 new skills are being introduced: animal care, carving, knapping, masonry, pottery, wielding, tracking, and agriculture, which seems to be a rework of farming. Notably, metalworking remains on the panel, but wielding is now a separate skill. This means that while they are interconnected, you'll need to level them up separately. In this new build, XP gains won't come from disassembling items and structures as they used to. Instead, you'll level up your skills primarily through crafting items related to the new skill. However, dismantling electrical items or car wrecks will still grant XP to their respective skills. These are the only two options, as the developers aim to prevent players from relying on destroying and dismantling everything on the map. To assist players, XP game multipliers have been reworked, and there's a new sandbox option for each individual skill. This allows players to adjust the multiplier factor according to their preferences. Additionally, new skills have been specifically added for wilderness play. For example, knapping is used for crafting stone blades, knives, spears, axes, and scythes, while carving involves crafting with wood and bone for similar purposes. At lower levels, these skills will produce decorative items that help level up the skill without the need to craft the same sharp stick over and over again. The way recipes are learned has been improved with the new auto-learn feature. Now, once you reach a certain level in one or several skills, your character will automatically learn the corresponding crafting recipe for that level without needing to read a new magazine. This is a fantastic quality of life improvement, as it didn't make much sense to reach level 10 in a skill without knowing most of the recipes. Another enhancement is that recipe schematics found in survivalist safe houses will now be diagram-based. This means that even illiterate characters can participate in the crafting process. Let's talk about Grappletech. We mentioned it in one of our previous videos, covering all the ways this new interaction system will impact the game. Currently, it allows for survivor on survivor, survivor on set, and set on survivor interactions. In the future, more options might be added. This new tech is essentially complete and will address the awkwardness of carrying, moving, and disposing of bodies in Project Zomboid. The developers previously showed an unfinished animation of a player throwing bodies through a window, which was in a rough state. Now that the system is polished, we can get a clearer idea of how it will look when fully implemented. This feature might be even included in the unstable beta, depending on the team's progress. Grappletech is crucial because it could pave the way for animations related to the crafting stations we discussed earlier. And by the way, if you recognize this house, it means you're a true Zomboid fan. Let me know in the comments who this house belongs to for a shoutout. Also, if you want to support the channel and get an incredible survival tool at the same time, you have to check out the new Castle Forge survival knife. This knife is built to handle any survival tasks. It is a full-time fixed blade, meaning the steel runs from end to end, ensuring maximum strength and durability. Made from high carbon steel, this knife makes chopping, battoning, and creating bonfires a breeze. Whether you're prepping for extreme conditions, camping, hiking, or gearing up for a potential zombie apocalypse, the Castle Forge survival knife is your trusty tool. Check out the links in the description below to get yours today. Now let's get back into the video. In Build 42, there are two types of subterranean layers, random basements and permanent ones. The permanent layers include basements, bunkers, tunnels, and even cave networks, and they will always be located in the same spots. The potential locations for all random bunkers have been adjusted by the developers. There will be 8 static basement locations and 46 possible random locations in this specific map. What's even more intriguing is the reveal of the new city where these bunkers will be located. Observant players might have noticed that this map doesn't belong to any of the current finished cities in Build 41. That's because the map is for the city of Brandenburg. This city appears in the official Project Zomboid map for Build 41, but it is currently empty and unfinished. Through this new map, we can get an idea of how Brandenburg will look when it's fully implemented in Build 42. This raises the question of how many new cities could be unveiled with a new update, as there is still another unfinished city in the official map with no news about it. We'll have to wait for future updates to see which new territories are unlocked. And in other updates, newspapers have been finalized and will be added to the game's loot tables once relevant updates are made. We have seen several headlines narrating parts of the story behind the Nox event. In this blurred image, we can count at least 22 new newspapers and articles that might shed light on what unfolded during your favorite zombie outbreak. Previously, deer followed predefined paths through forests. Now that zoning and biome work is complete, the next step is to create multiple organic pathways for wildlife. This programming is already underway, along with a polished animal migration, and will be coming to the unstable beta. A cool update is the creation of building-specific room tombs and sounds. This will be implemented in key atypical buildings like movie theaters, churches, and cavernous areas to set a more immersive tone. One of the most exciting new features revealed in this Thursdoid is the revamp of several famous locations in Muldrow. Check out the impressive changes to these locations. First, we have the police station in Muldrow, which looks completely different and could make for a really cool base. Smokey's Restaurant, Portman Medical, which has been transformed from a lone building next to the gated community into a large medical complex with 2 buildings and a small fence. This location where a trailer used to be, there's now a building that appears to be for construction or car mechanic purposes. The Rossi Rifle, and this location has undergone significant changes with several new buildings to explore. And of course, we have the Holy Grace Church, home to one of our unveiled secret bases. This church has seen several changes. We'll have to wait to see how this new layout works for secret bases. We are excited to see the final version of the map, not just for Muldrow, but also for the rest of the cities in Project Zomboid. Let me know in the comments which update is your favorite and your best guess for when the unstable beta will be released. This is Bladiuss signing off, and as always, happy surviving. Bye bye.